Good day to you, my beautiful people. I hope we're all doing all right. Thank you to all my lovers, my fans. I am grateful. Even though I don't say it every time now anymore, still know that I am grateful and I love you all. Don't forget, our land is still selling acres and plots, still selling. One plot 900,000 for a plot. Acres 5 million. We have some of them that are a little over 1 acre. There are some of them that are a little over half acres. It depends. We already portioned it into acres. Some are sold. Once the actual acres are sold, our acre is 3,500 square meters. Once the actual acres are sold, then we'll start marketing the rest of them based on the square meters that is there. But whatever you want to buy, just reach out to me. If it's a plot, if it's an acre, if it's half acre, if you have a particular square meter in mind. Somebody contacted me and said they wanted 4,046 square meters. Just tell me how much as in the size of land you want, and my surveyor is going to plot it out for you. We have close to 60,000 square meter we're selling. Yeah, about close to 60,000 square meters we're selling. We already sold some and we're still selling. Reach out to me. It's only 4 minutes away from the Omiadio train station in Ibadan. So that's that. Today, I have a very interesting topic. It's going to be touching, but every time we drop something, it's just for people to learn from. I'm still learning also. I've learned a lot from my subscribers, from people's comments, and I'm not here trying to act like I know it all. Yeah, I'm very young, but my experience has shaped me. Matter of fact, I'm looking for Funke Akindele. I want to become a billionaire. So, my life story is enough to do a series. I'm looking for that woman or anybody that has a direct link to Funke Akindele, please. Me and her can do something together that is going to move the world. So I'm looking for her. I have the story of my life is a movie. It's not just a 2 hours movie. It's going to be a series. So she will make money. I will make money as the owner of the story too. I'm interested. So I want to talk about regretting a lot of things in life. Regretting things. You see, in this life, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Some of us have parents that always want to form and go and ask my people I grew up with. I was a good child. I never. They are not being truthful. There is nobody on earth that has not had a moment of, I shouldn't have made the decision. I shouldn't have done this. We all make mistakes. We all make stupid decisions. We all do that one thing that we wish we could turn back the ends of time. For some people, it's plenty. For some people, it's just once in a lifetime thing. But the truth is, we have all made mistakes. Now, you've made a mistake, I've made a mistake. How long do you hold on to your mistakes for? That's what this video is about. Are you the type that after you've made a mistake, you flog yourself every day? You cry yourself to bed. You wake up with tears. You just want to beat yourself up because you made a mistake. Sister, brother, it's okay. I don't tell people not to grieve. The way I act, my partner always fights me a lot of time that you act like a man. I don't know how I got there. I think I've seen too much for my age. I've come to a point in life that things hardly shake me. Even right from when I was young, Right from when I was very small. I was the last child. I mean, I'm the last child. My immediate, the person I follow is a boy, a man now, but he was a boy. I was a girl, he was a boy. Me, I like money from when I was small. My mom made that mistake. She named me Iho. So I think my name is affecting me. I like money. Right from when I was small, I've been a business person. I like to do business. From age 11, I started doing business. I had a colo safe piggy bank. Piggy bank. I would save money in my piggy bank. When my money is plenty, my brother will spend my money. That thing would pain me. So right from that small age, I learned to not dwell on a problem. I learned to move on. I would just re-strategize. So I grew up with that thing. I started losing money since when I was small. Since when I was small, I started losing money. I pray not to lose the money that will really shake me, but I have lost money. Is it at my business? Is it trying to go to school? Is it, I made a crazy move because I was angry. I was hurt. I was going to school in New York. From Georgia, I would fly every weekend. Do you know what that was? I would fly every weekend. I went to Passing School of Design because I thought I had passion for fashion. I did not. I love fashion, no doubt. I love fashion. I used to watch all these parades and stuff. I enjoyed it. So I thought it was something I wanted to consider. But then I realized that nothing just fulfills me as much as construction. So that was, every time I think about that money I wasted at Passings, it just pained me to my bone. Passing is not cheap. I've lost money trying to do business. I wanted to do paper business, A4 paper. I was talking to Chinese. Chinese gave me a high price. I left Chinese to go and follow Thailand guy. They scammed me. The Chinese was telling me that price was too cheap for A4 paper. Although Thailand is one of the biggest manufacturers of A4 paper. So I was thinking that it was probably more expensive in China because they are not a bigger manufacturer. That Thailand is one of the biggest manufacturers, so it's expected to be cheaper there. But one thing about me is I don't dwell on a problem. Once it has happened, I move. It's gone, it's gone. There's nothing I can do to bring it back. And that was why you can't scam me twice. You can't, if you scam me once, you've tried. So this Thailand guy, I paid him for the papers. We had an agreement. I wasn't going to pay any other thing till it's delivered. Only for this guy to tell me custom held my paper, I should bring money. I said, no, we had an agreement. We had an agreement. He said, yeah, he knows that money was temporary, that they were going to refund it once the good is released. I said, well, since they are going to refund it, then you can afford to pay them. Go ahead and pay them. When they refund it to you. He said, no, it has to be the customer that will pay them. I said, Oga, you are sounding like a scammer. And guess what? This guy sent me all their factory, their warehouse, the paper. It was so believable. It's good to do due diligence. But me, I don't believe in due diligence. The person that wants to scam you will scam you. The person that wants to scam you will scam you. They are very good. They are faster than you. Yeah, it's good to do due diligence. But just pray to God to not fall into the hand of a scammer. They will provide everything you request to you. They will give it to you. So, this guy kept going back and forth, disturbing me. I said, Oga, what you have taken, you can take it. Go away with it. But $1, you won't get more from me. You won't get $1 more from me. He said, oh, you are the reason your goods will not be delivered. I said, let that conscience choke you. That I'm the reason my goods will not be delivered. if that's how you want me to feel guilty that I could have done more for my goods to be delivered, I will not feel that way. I know what you're up to. You want me to keep bringing money. So what am I trying to drive at? What am I trying to drive at? You see, in this life, when you don't understand when to let go, you keep losing. If you don't know when to let go, thinking that, oh, I've spent too much, let me wait a little more, let me spend a little more, only if I can do this more, you will lose more than you are supposed to lose. At first, you're not supposed to lose anything if you're done maybe more due diligence. But like I said earlier, I don't believe in due diligence. God should always help us to encounter good people in our journey. Good diligence is good. I mean, due diligence is good. But if a scammer meets you, you meet a scammer and they want to scam you, they are so good. They are trained. They are professionals. I've seen that, like, they are professionals. It's not juju. They are good. So, if you are the type that likes to hold on, you don't want to lose money, and you are falling into the hand of a scammer, the way it works with scammers, once they see that you are the type that doesn't want to let go, they will be bringing stories upon stories. You keep sending money. They will be bringing more stories. You keep sending money. They will be bringing more stories. You keep sending money until they wreck you. In this life, knowing when to stop, knowing when to say it's over, knowing when to say let me move on, knowing when to say this money can go, this relationship can go, this loss is nothing, I can bounce back, I can start over. Knowing when to say those things is wisdom, and it will save you a lot of stress and money. So what am I trying to say this afternoon? A lot of people like to dwell on a situation, on a negative situation. You've lost money in a business, and you want to say because you've lost money, you already know that business, it's okay to lose money in some business that you know it was your mistake, it's not making sense because you made a mistake, you could have done something right, and then you say, okay, let me do it right this time. Just like my paper business, if it was really my passion, I really wanted to do it, I could have gone back to my Chinese, give the Chinese the money and do it and go ahead with the business. But if you are in a situation where you know that this is not your mistake, that is how that thing is, that particular investment, not based on what you did now, that is just a bad business, a bad investment. I'm going to use home buying as an example. In this present time, you bought a house, you already know it is what it is, and you're holding on that, let me just hold on a little. You don't want to lose the money you've dropped, but you're losing yourself. I have someone that they're paying a crazily high mortgage. They've been in credit debt card because of their house. And somebody said, why didn't they sell that house? And I said to the person that if they sell the house, she's going to lose everything she ever put, because forbearance debt is waiting, credit card debt is there, closing cost is there, renovation cost she might not regain. And this person said, yeah, I understand she's going to lose all those things, but she's going to gain one thing, her peace. I sat there, I thought about it, that this is so true. I never thought about it that way. But even though I'm a kind of person that can walk away from anything, but I was thinking the way that person, the owner of the house, would have thought, that she would lose a lot of money, she won't gain anything. Why doesn't she just leave it for a while? But what about your peace? What about having to do 2-3 jobs? What about losing your health? What about not even meeting up with your quality of life, not being able to eat the kind of food you're supposed to eat simply because you're saving up for a mortgage that wants to kill you. That goes to even relationships. There are mistakes we have made that we know that moving on is the best option, but we are holding on to that mistake because of what we don't want to lose. Even though you don't want to lose that thing, do you really own that thing? Do you really own that thing? Just like a person that is in a relationship where they are not wanted, do you really own that man that you're holding on to, that you don't want to lose, you don't want to let go? The house you're holding on to, if you do plus and minus, you sell it, you pay this, pay that, are you left with anything? If the answer is no, you don't own it. It's not your house. You are just servicing it to keep it. If you don't have any equity on your house, it's not your house. Matter of fact, if the equity you have is not enough to call, I mean, if the money, yeah, I'm careful to use the word equity. Whatever you have on your house, I don't want to use that English equity. Whatever you have on your house, after you have paid, they've removed your asset from your liability. If you're not left with something tangible, if you're left with 5,000, 10,000, it's not worth it. It's not worth running helter-skelter for. I always say something. If you all remember the video that I did, that I said I went through something in 2019 that broke me, that almost made me say FK to Nigeria. Despite the fact that I was really hurt, there was something. Nobody told me that statement. It was my spirit. I got that word, that statement from my spirit. And I used to tell myself every time, every morning I woke up, I used to tell myself that thing, that Kenny, in all thy losings, do not lose yourself. In all thy losing, it's okay to lose anything, but don't lose yourself, because you need yourself to get yourself back up. So if you think that thing, that mistake you've made, that you're dwelling on, you don't want to let go, if you feel like you don't want to lose it, and then holding on to it is still not making any sense, in the process of holding on to that thing, you're losing yourself, then how do you get yourself back up? And whatever you're trying to protect, how do you protect it if you lose yourself? I always believe in starting over. There's power. See, once you have yourself intact, you will gain anything. I remember 2015. Hold on. 16 May, 16. 2016. Yeah. Was it 16? I'm trying to remember. Is it that 15 or 16? I think it was. Okay, no, I see. I don't know. 2015, 2016, whatever. I had an accident in Nigeria. I don't know if I've said this story before in one of my videos, but I don't think so. I doubt it. I had an accident. That day, I used to live in Maryland. I had a project in Banana that I was working on. So I had an IT student that was working on my site. I used to pick that girl up from Iyanaworo to take her to Banana. So that day I picked that girl up from Iyanaworo. So I remembered that we needed a kick on site because the kick we had was no longer working. So I called my boss that if he was still at the office, because we had another project at Parkview. He was going to Parkview, I was going to Banana. So I called him if he could please bring a kick from the office so that he could give me that kick. So he was like, okay, that he had a kick in his trunk, that we should meet in front of governor's office at that Ikoyi, just after Osborne 1. So he wanted to give me that kick. My spirit just told me, don't take it from him. Instead, tell him to get that girl and take him to Banana, drop the girl and the kick at the site in Banana. That was how I felt. And I told him that I don't feel like taking this kick. Just take, I think she's Latifa or so. Just take her with the key to Banana. He was like, no, he's not going to Banana. He just wants to go to Parkview, blah, blah. I said, my spirit does not just want to take that girl again. Because I was supposed to go to the gas station, buy fuel, buy oil that my drillers were going to use that day and take it to the site. I'm like, okay, while I'm gone to buy the fuel, let her go to the site and start preparing the site. Get the guys to get ready so that once I bring the fuel, they just get started. He was like, he's not going to Banana. That he was just going to drop the girl. I said, okay, even if you're not going to Banana, I just don't feel like taking this girl. Drop her off at Banana Gate. You can go to Parkview from there. He will use his leg to walk to the site from Banana Gate. We arranged it that way. We went to the gas station. I bought the fuel. I bought the oil, diesel oil, hydraulic oil. I bought the petrol, bought the diesel. My trunk was full with kegs. I don't know what happened. I was driving back to the site. I don't know what happened. I just found myself driving away from the road. I tried to control the vehicle. I swerved to the other side, Before I know it, my car just flew in the air. It just flew in the air. And it was going round and round and round in the air and landed somewhere. Because it drove me round and round, I became dizzy. When we landed, I didn't know I had an accident. I just saw the airbag in front of me. And I was like, it wasn't lele. I wanted to remove the airbag and kick and continue driving. I don't know how God did it. The glass on the driver's side was completely broken. All the doors were locked. I couldn't open the door. So I came out through the glass, through the window. I tell you for a fact, I did not take up to 10 steps before my car caught fire. And my car started burning. I didn't take anything out of the car. My phone, my bag, my shoes. I didn't wear my shoes. I was driving with barefoot. My shoes, I had some cash in the car. Everything got burnt. So a bike man came to the scene. There was a police because it was in Ikoyi, right in front of Ibu's house. Ibu's house, security house, got burnt with this accident. Ibu's security house got burnt. So a bike man came and took me away from the scene. That Lagosians are very crazy. They won't even think about God just saved your life. They might come here now and start beating you up that you destroyed properties. So the guy took me away. On my way, when I was going to Banana, my surveyors was calling us. Our surveyors was calling me because I had leveling instruments behind my car. They wanted to come get it so they could work on another site. Then I told them, let's meet in Banana. I was on Thornmilan Bridge then. I said, let's meet in Banana. So the bike man was taking me to Parkview. I saw the surveyor going to Banana to wait for me. And they saw me. I saw their vehicle. They saw me too. And I told the bike man, just stop. So I stopped them. The bike man dropped me for them. And they were wondering, Engineer Kenny, what happened? Where's your car? I said, you saw me, you're asking about car. They were like, what happened? Tell us this. I said, I had an accident. My car is gone. They didn't believe it. They were like, the person we just spoke to, you said we should meet you at Banana. That was the day I understood the meaning of Eniti mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bá sọ̀rọ̀ tán. For those that don't understand Yoruba, it means the person I just spoke to. I've been hearing that statement since I was wise enough to understand that somebody said something, but it never made any meaning to me until the day the surveyor said it to me that we just spoke to you. So I told myself that if I had died in that accident, the surveyor would have said, I just spoke to her. That was the day that statement made a meaning to me. So I was like, you've seen me, just thank God. Forget about the car. They took me to my boss. We were there. It was like a car that the car just like that he needed to go to the accident scene. The surveyors drove and followed us. We went to the accident scene. And the surveyors came to me. This guy, they were Muslim guys. He came to me, he held my hands. He said, Engineer Kenny, don't leave God. That nobody could survive this kind of accident. Do you know when I wanted to start that car, because I was unconscious, I didn't know I had an accident. I heard a voice clearly. The voice told me, get out of the car now. Nobody was beside me. And I heard that voice loud and clear that said, get out of the car now. That was when I got out of the window. The surveyor came to me and said, nobody that God is not with could survive such accident. If I did not drop that IT girl for my boss, she would get burnt with that car. Because it was only the driver's side that was broken. Only the driver's side. I don't know why God decided to keep me. What am I driving at? So that day, my boss was like, I needed to go to the hospital, that accident was too much. I told him I was fine. Nothing was wrong with me. I'm fine. So I just said, if anybody had slippers in their car, they could just give it to me for me to wear for the day. That once I went home, I would bring their slippers back the next day. Everybody was thinking I was not okay mentally, that it's not normal for you to have such accidents and still want to continue working. I said I was okay. I didn't want to go home. So he became afraid that probably I was not all right. So he said he won't let me go to the site, that it's better we did the site touring for that day together. We were going to tour all our sites together. So when we toured our site, we went to one of our sites in Elegushi. Then I saw this guy. May his soul rest in peace. It's late now. Everybody was asking me, Engineer Kenny, you're not working today. What happened? Why are you on sleepers? This and that. Too many questions. I had to take my braids down because I had some broken glasses in my braids. So I had to take my braids down. They kept asking me different questions. Where is your car? I said my car was at the mechanic. It needed a little repair. So after I left, I think that day, the surveyors now got to that Elegushi site and they were like, it was God that saved Engineer Kenny. She had an accident, her car was right off, burnt totally, this and that. So 2 days after, this guy, Engineer Usman, Usman is his name. He said, Engineer Kenny, I've not seen your kind of person before. I said, what happened? She said, with something that happened to you 2 days ago. I said, what happened to me? He said, you don't know what happened to you? I said, as far as I'm concerned, nothing happened to me. He said, you had an accident and you lost your car. I said, yeah, I lost my car. I didn't lose my life. I don't know where that confidence came from. That was the answer I gave him. I said, I lost my car. I didn't lose my life. I said, because I did not lose my life, I'm going to drive a car that is better than that car. And if I had lost my life in that accident, someone else would drive that car out of that accident scene and continue owning that car while I was gone. I said, so as far as I'm concerned, I didn't lose anything because I have my life. This same guy that was so concerned about my car and was less worried about the life that God gave to me, because I had that accident a week to my birthday, August 15th of 2015, actually. That guy died before the next year. Yeah, I know it was 2016. Okay, now I'm sure. It was 2016. Then I came to America because I didn't buy another car because I told myself since I was traveling, why did I need another car? Under 7 months, that guy died. And I just told myself that God just spares whoever he wants to spare. Why am I telling these stories? There is nothing that is too big to lose if it is going to cost you your life. There is nothing that is worth your mental health. There is nothing that is worth your sanity. There is nothing that is worth you losing yourself. Whatever you want to lose, or whatever you're trying to keep, and it's looking like you're going to lose yourself in the process, let it go. You will have something better if you're living. Even the Bible says a living dog is better than a dead lion. Can you hear the comparison? Dog and lion. Dog and lion. Lion's teeth, you can't compare a dog's teeth to it. But as long as a dog is living, it's better than a mighty lion that is dead. So whatever mistake you have made that you feel like you have to hold on to it so that it won't appear like you made a mistake, so that it won't appear like you've made the wrong decision, and you feel like covering up is your best option, and you are losing your mind, you are losing your health, you're losing your sanity, you're losing everything that makes you to be you, all in the name of trying to protect something money can buy. It's not worth it. Let it go. Let it go. If there's life, there's hope. If you have life and you start over, you can get something way more than what you're holding on to, and you're going to lose yourself in the process of holding on. I don't want to talk for too long. This video is already long. Please sit down, reanalyze your life, reevaluate. Think about the benefit of letting go compared to benefit of holding on. How long can you hold on for? How much longer can you hold on for? Keep yourself. In all thy losings, do not lose yourself. You need yourself. Your children need you. Your husband or your wife need you. Let go of whatever that stresses you, whatever that stresses you, whatever that makes you break down. It's not normal to be crying. A lot of people cry in this abroad. A lot of people cry abroad. A lot. Whatever is causing you that tears, let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Have you seen that situation when we used to have relationships and then you have one, they will break your heart, you will cry like an idiot, and then you meet another, you'll be like, so I could meet someone better and I was holding on to a fool. Why didn't I leave this? There's still better days ahead. That's where I'm driving at. Better days ahead. Better days ahead. Sometimes God wants you to drop what you're holding on to give you something better. But we want God to give us that better before we throw away that one we're holding on to. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes you need to let go. It gives you a clearer mind to think. Our mind is our battlefield. Once you are defeated in your mind, you can't win in real life. You can't. So you need to settle it in your mind. Let go of what you need to let go. You have a clearer view, and then you know how to approach. With this few points of mine, I hope I have touched somebody, and I hope that you will do the right thing that you know is right to do. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye.